Remember 2021? Yeah, it wasn't the greatest of years. However, it did bring us lonely shut-ins a plethora of amazing pieces of media to fuel our laziness.
Amazing. Sorry. That was amazing.
The first season of Ranking of Kings, Resident Evil Village, redo of Healer, Dream released his first song, and Microsoft sealed the coffin on Internet Explorer. Thank God. But what none of us expected to bust our doors wide open was the release of OpenAI's DALL-E, Midjourney, and Stable Diffusion. We all vividly remember this one image that is engraved in our artistic minds, plastered all over DeviantArt's homepage, quite possibly ending up in the Art 101 history books. This image, and these ones. Now what I know is everyone who watches this channel remembers the uproar, the carnage, the endless battles fought, families broken over the mass integration of AI art. Some erupted into tears, some indifferent to it, me included. At the time, don't unsubscribe yet. But little did we know the permanent impact it would have in the world of art. But what is AI art? How does it work? Why is everyone's feelers hurt? So much so that one of my server admin left the server after an argument over this very subject. How has it affected the way we view art? And what does this mean for the future of digital artists? Join my Discord, please. Okay, I've had to do this for like the last 3 videos, but here we go. Guys, it's been a while. I don't have any excuses other than the fact that I'm at work for extremely long hours. No, not, long hours. I get them hands dirty boy kind of hours. It's been so long, some bot asked to buy my YouTube channel. And no, the channel's not dead. Lastly, Tarkov. Also, I will be changing the content approach on my channel, and Taro's not just going to be making art tutorials anymore, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, TechTarget.com defines AI art as any form of digital art created or enhanced with AI tools. Using this definition, we can trace AI art all the way back to the 1970s. In 1973, artist Harold Cohen conceived Aaron, a robot which using code, one could teach it to make drawings. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is the 1970s. Of course, technology wasn't nearly advanced enough to draw anything besides a circle on a screen. Well, okay, flat earther, explain this, and yeah, it had its issues. All these drawings were actually hand painted by Cohen himself, so the robot couldn't even achieve that. Although, not gonna lie, you could have fooled me. This paved the way for contemporary AI artists such as Tom, who released this piece, Electric Fan, which somehow looks worse. With the rise of neural networks in the late 1980s and 90s, Aaron was improved upon time after time. Neural networks help a computer mimic the way our brains work. It can consistently learn more and more as we feed it more things. From here, advancements in AI art creations would develop at the same rate as artificial intelligence. If AI art has been around since the 1970s, then why now are artists up in arms about it? Where was the activism in the 1970s? Well, DALL-E is different from this Aaron. Aaron was designed to encode Cohen's personal choices about lines and arrangements into a series of rules. When it drew a line, it was able to reference those rules to determine what the next line might be. Rules, but not just rules, Cohen's rules. Rules he had to teach Aaron. How is this different from DALL-E? Well, the difference, my friends, is DALL-E trains itself through CLIP, contrastive language image pre-training. So what does this mean? Basically, the average Bed Wars player, as long as they're literate, I know that's a little crazy to visualize, can make anything they want now without the need to know any code. Anyone can go to ChatGPT, type out what they want, and get what they want. You can make art using less effort than these subhumans use to make React content.
Yes. Nice. Wow.
Well, they started to steal art. Everyone loves Sam, right? I, for one, have watched all of his videos. Anyways, if you like Sam so much, is this his artwork? What about this piece? This one? What about this one? Well, out of these 4 drawings, these 2 he did not create. It was clear people were getting away with this, and they were not stopping. Amidst all the theft, the fakes, the low-effort garbage, one has to ask, how far is this gonna go before we do something about it? Well, people have tried and failed. Think about it. If you generate a drawing using Sam's artwork, how are you supposed to rule that it is, in fact, AI? How do you know for certain it's not just a really good study? And trust me, there's some really good ones out there. Anyone can just gaslight you into believing they put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. So where is this all going? What exactly does this mean for the future of art, or one's art career? I don't really know. It seems like every day it just keeps getting better. Like now we have Sora. Sora can literally take a prompt and construct its own footage. Like, I don't even know where to start with how revolutionary that is. This AI understands composition, positioning, camera movement, and you don't even have to tell it that. Things are looking pretty grim out here, I'm sorry. Now, it's not all over. Here's my advice for anyone pursuing a career in art, and by that I mean anyone trying to get a job at a studio or making concept art. Now, of course, my advice is free, so one ear out the other if you please. Learn to use it. Not learn how to just type a prompt. Learn how to integrate it into your art. Learn how to use it to make your own creative processes more efficient. You don't have to make your whole finished project utilizing AI art, but you should be learning how to use it as a tool, because with the way that companies are moving right now, you need a way to stand out. And just a side note, I wrote most of the script a few months ago, and just a few days ago, EA just announced they will be ramping up their generative AI use in their video games. Time to get better at writing prompts, I guess. There will always be a market for personal creations, but we have to accept reality here. AI is not going anywhere. I cannot wait to see how shitty these AAA games are going to look in the next couple of years, considering they seem to have already hit rock bottom. Companies are sprinting towards a more quicker and efficient business model. It's not how many good titles can we release this year, it's how many titles we can release this year. The AAA space has literally become worse than the mobile game space in the last 10 years. All pay to win, lazy garb. Okay, I'm ranting. I will be making a video about this later on, so stick around for another 7 months. Art is changing. The way we view art is changing. Think about it. When you see a very detailed art piece on Instagram, what's one of the first things that crosses your mind? Is this AI? This was an anime art style that was so common a few years ago. Like, this was the goal for many artists, and now every single piece you see in this art style is bound to be an AI piece. It's so frustrating and sad that every piece of fine art I lay my eyes on, I have to run a background check on it. Phew, I just finished it. 40 hours in the making. I've been waiting 40 hours just to hit this button. Here goes.
Can we get a time lapse? So it looks very AI generated.
Guys, don't stop creating. Keep drawing. Keep striving for that job at Mappa. But just know, times are changing, and anyone who is extremely proficient in their field knows how to use all the tools at their disposal. I don't know, let me know what you think.